Hello, this is a scrim review of today's scrim versus Team IKEA on Gravel-Pit and Granary. Seeing what we could have done better because we didn't really do too good. So we're this team. We're Team Ivan.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Trademark, registered copyright, register. Okay, let's let's see what we do out the door here. I'm gonna watch.
Mission begins.
No, Clive stays in spawn at this point, doesn't he? So let's take a look
5, 4, 3.
at sabotage. Sabotage will be falling through and then probably falling back to Clive. It's the plan, I suppose. Okay, we're checking for stickies around this door. Okay. Checking all that, that's fine. All deciding to push out of this direction, and that's fine. Just sort of pressuring them out here. They get a few of us, but we do manage to get some stuff done. We managed to take down their scout and their sniper, who were defending this pretty hard. Their soldier and demo man are still here, around under the point. They managed to get a few kills. We're kind of ignoring them, oddly. I'm not sure if we should be focusing them more, but they're just retreating out anyway. So that's not too bad. Soldier's getting out now. Their spy is still around here, but we should be expecting that, him not dying or anything. So, still capping around this spot. Sabotage will be going back to spawn with Clive. I think I respawn at this point. Start bringing him out. Yeah, here we go. So that should be fine. Their spy is still right there, watching what we do. And we catch him out actually, I remember this now. So that's good. Probably shouldn't have tried to melee him, but apart from that it's good. We called to go this way, and here. Okay, so we called to go through the connector through B. Like through A to B. So where... But Soggy and Ivan have gone to C and are coming through there and have already taken all this damage. So the demo man is out of the fight. So there's already a problem there in that we've called to go one way and at least a member of the combo has gone another. So now we've taken quite a slow route up, we're not going very far. Their sniper was up at rocks and we didn't have anyone pressure from long to take him out. There's a sticky trap there anyway. We're stuck here. Soldier jumps in, Clive gets forced, and we do what we can with the Uber. We take a bit of ground, but they still have Uber, they still have the sentry, so we should just get out and stay alive as much as we can. But we're staying to stick this fight, and we all die as a result. So, greater cohesion for pushes with more players around, like getting the demo man in with the pushes is going to be pretty significant for that. So what did we call at this point? Let's take a look at Clive. Not okay. We're building Uber at A. That's fine. We should have more players here. We're all up. So okay, sabotage is coming back. Where is our demo man? Our soldier's putting some pressure on, that's okay. That's kind of one of his jobs. He takes out the sniper while we're at 80%. So that's a good pick, that's a good entry pick to get at this point. But we've just lost our sniper as well. We just have Uber, so I'm going to watch us as we go here. We have a demo man for this push. Going to get on Soggy's POV. Okay, so we're going through long here. I think we called out a spy at some point around here. And we are in. Okay, Soggy lags out a bit, and he needs another flash for the Uber. And we just get kind of sandwiched in. We didn't have anything pressuring from anywhere else. We didn't seem to have anyone else at all on that push from what I could see there. I think I was trying to wrangle out here, but this demo man met me. in the Soggy explaining why. That's at least like one reason. But Bumfluff gets a good snipe on their medic, which kind of equalizes the Ubers since Clive died there. Like, Gravel-Pit is annoying in that if everyone but the med dies, then the medic can't get back in spawn, and he's just going to get cleaned up by a scout 9 times out of 10. So already the soldier and Delman are hanging out together, and both of them get picked up by a spy. That is not something that should happen. Delman should like always be hanging around the medic, not the soldier. Though that is like a sixes thing to do. The soldier is more a flank class in Highlander. So they're holding pretty normally around there. We should be trying to get some height advantage or something at this point. So our soldier's going in for a bomb. Yeah, he's taking this ground pretty well. He's trying to get that. Just some sort of pressure going up. But gets denied. Trying to deal with some stuff, but he went in alone. Like, there's a situation where the soldier and demo should go in together, and it's when they're going for a jump like that, and they're probably going to die, just waiting for advantage. But here we are with Uber, so let's follow. Our entire combo is together now. Clive took a lot of damage. There's a spy behind. When you have Uber, look behind you. Especially, might have been a good idea for like the heavy damage dealers with the demo right at the forefront, pyro at the back, just to watch for any spies that come in, because that is the worst time to get attacked, because that was looking pretty good. I wonder if we actually get back into a noticeable formation after this point, or whether we just kind of fall apart. I'm not sure if there was anyone else actually doing anything. I think I was wrangling from this point, which might have helped for a bit, but there's definitely more that we could have done with that. So we're electing to stay around here. We're peeking a bit without Uber. We should try something to force theirs. There's a lot of damage going down onto that soldier. Do we call to go somewhere else, or I think we just decide to push short if we can. Bumfluff gets their sniper, so that's a good entry pick if we push soon. Why isn't synth building? That's weird. Okay, so we have Uber. Who else is here? We've got our heavy, we've got our demo man, we've got our pyro. Pyro's watching for the spy this time. There's a spy still on pyro. Spicicle didn't quite work out there. Okay, so the spy was caught out, but he still managed to revolver down. Having a heavy help out with the spy there, be a bit further back and have the demo lead the fight in could have helped. But again, Clive died right on the push in, which just isn't going to do anything good. They still have Uber even, so we're gonna have to regroup. We've kind of got one last chance for a push. So that's a few failed Ubers at this point, because the combo cohesion wasn't. I mean, like the combo was all together, but we weren't actually pushing in the right formation, with the demo man spearheading the push, being followed by the heavy and the medic, both looking around them, and then the pyro checking behind as well. And then calling it efficiently and dealing with it there as well. So Clive's on like 65%. We should get something to pop their Uber at this point. I'm gonna watch... is Ivan alive? I'm gonna watch Soggy's camera. Problem is now, with the respawns and everything, we want a demo alive, but we also want some sort of coordinated bomb in to take out their Uber advantage, which is not something we're getting at this point. So who have we got for this one? We've got Demo Man and Medic, and we've really got nothing else at this point. Heavy comes in later, that's good. Soggy jumped with the push pretty well. Should give him a flash there, but he died because he wasn't Ubered. Clean up the scout, but this is just like a personal, not even a personal thing, but just like when you're there's really no sense in just looking at a heavy killer scout when they're both engaged in each other. Might as well look around you to see all the spam you're taking. But that push didn't work out. We didn't have much pressure anywhere else generally, so we failed that one
Mission begins in
a bit.
60 seconds.
Not sure if we had managed like the Uber a bit better and also had some flank presence, then it would have worked a bit better. But so we realize at this point that we have to put some more defense onto A than we normally do, which is fine. We kind of respond to that pretty well, except I think a few of us, like too many of us, die and we don't have enough on B initially. You'll see what I mean later. So who are we sending to B? We've got Soggy sticking up B, Synth is hanging around A, even Synth hanging around there. Clive's hanging around B with me and Sabotage.
Mission begins in 10
Bonfluff's on A as well. Ivan's hanging around A, looks like. That's fine. We don't have to defend it for very long though. A is a pretty slow cap, so once it gets down to a particular time, they're just not going to be able to hold this. Maybe decide a better A defense where we actually decide who looks at which part, because that scout just managed to get all the way in. But we've got some entry picks. We've got the spy, the demo man, and the scout, and that's very good. We've only lost a soldier for it, but now we can probably just get out. They've lost a lot from this push. They're not capping that point anytime soon. All of the classes that are at B at this point, well, a lot of them just died. Soggy, Synth and stuff, but should be letting a lot of our players back. That respawn time. And now, okay. That sniper's over there. We call it. We have to stay out of his sightline. I have no idea what happened there. Sorry, I'm good. I don't even know if Clive was in that sightline. Wait a minute. Snipers can move, can't they? Yeah, the sniper moved behind the rock rather than actually in long. So when we defend B, even if we're defending it pretty loosely, we have to have someone watching long here, even if it's just like, well, anyone, just to spam him out, preferably like a sniper or a demo man. But that's massive. We need to, and we lose our heavy at the same time. And I'm incredibly lucky to survive, to be honest. But I'll showcase my survival just because it's fun. There we go. Okay, Soggy's back at A for some reason, but we don't need to have that. We can just defend B and that'll be completely fine. Soggy should get back to B, I think. Oh, what the hell? What's... Yeah, there's... Attackers need 2 points to win, it says at the top there. So there was no point to lose one of the most powerful classes right there. And we're at a big uber disadvantage. We should... I wonder, where's our spy? Only just respawning? Because we should have to call where they are and where they're pushing. Yeah, they're at C. That's really important. I don't think this was called particularly well. At least I didn't hear it that much. And we have lots of players watching it anyway. They have Uber as well. We need something to pop their Uber or take them out. And we're still not like reacting down here. We're still hanging out on the low ground where we should be getting all the way up. Because they're getting ready for the push. We're only just in the position to get Uber, but we would have Uber by the end of the fight, and we only just get it in time there. Like, we focus their heavy pretty well. Demoman's there as well, and he dies, or at least gets very low. Medic similar, but we always need someone watching down here, because this sniper just took out Clive, and their soldier managed to get on the high ground. We need someone on the high ground always as well. And they just did a wraparound with a bunch of different players, which is something that we didn't do. So we need to have people go from each entrance. We need on defense people to come and call when they're at sea and to react appropriately. And because this is attackers need 1 point to win, we actually have to come back here as a team, which is quite difficult because these are not the right classes we should be bringing in, to be honest. There's a spy that's going to come up on Clive. Okay, he gets taken out, but that was enough of a distraction. To be honest, by the time they got all that space, there was nothing we could do. But I think that's enough there to learn about Gravel-Pit off of. That's something that we need to work on for both of them. Let's take a look at a bit of Granary, which had a sort of equal outcome, unfortunately. Okay, let's take a look. For this first rollout, for this first mid, it was called to go through choke, but we didn't all go through choke. We didn't have much cohesion on this mid at all anyway. I'm just going to watch the Clive camera, see who goes where with him. So Sabotage goes left, like was said was the plan, through choke, and nobody else follows. Like nobody from the combo is there or anything. So we have presence on left, but getting flanked by everyone because we don't have people watching everywhere. Like, I'm trying to watch the right, Soggy's trying to watch the middle, but we just tried to go all up here, but we didn't have enough players, and everyone else just gets cleaned up anyway. So we need to cover every part of each area, and also stupid stuff like this just won't work, especially not in Highlander. Hiding spots are less important. Now they can push all the way back into here. Might want to run quick fix or something to try and get a quick Uber or something, but okay, let's take a look at our last hold. It's being pretty over-aggressive, especially without a medic there, but that fall back a bit. And they're already on the right side. This is what happened in the game as well. I didn't see any of them coming up here. Nobody did, apparently. But they did have a massive Uber advantage, so that wouldn't have worked too well. Okay, let's see how we do it this time. In fact, I might learn this better from third-person perspective. So let's clip through these buildings, get all the way to mid, check out what we do. Okay, we're coming out of choke like was the plan. Their scout's on top. He's going to get all the way behind Soggy. Okay, our combo's on the choke side. There's a soldier on top. We had no one watching top. I'm the only person watching the right side now. Okay, there are two of us. Combo's that side, we're the other side. Okay, Soggy's separated from the combo. They pop quick fix. That's what happens when you're not in healing range. And now we lost the demo man, we gotta get out. We Ubered, apparently, to get out. Oh no, we should... we're trying to chase kills with this, but it's just those two. When you've lost so much there, even just Uber to get out, not even to not be there, if you get what I mean. And there's no way we're gonna... It'd be cool to get a med pick, but there's no way that one person is gonna go into the entire team at the midpoint. And now we've lost a lot from that. That mid went really terribly. We need to cover every part of mid with everyone and keep all the classes within their roles and everything. You can't jump up like that, Bonhart. Okay, we are not watching it very far in, I'd say. What do we have watching where? Okay, we've got a sniper watching the right door. There's a spy. Gets our demo man and our sniper massive picks as they come in. We've got no one watching close to the door. We've got no one who stays here if they're pushing that way, which most teams seem to do. We've got no one, like... We've got someone to stay here, but we've not really got anyone who pressures in there, and similarly for this area. So let's have a look at this mid. We're coming in. Got... Someone go that way? It doesn't really matter. Let's see which way we go this time. I think we called up crates, I guess. But their scouts go in crates. Take some damage, that's good. We really shouldn't like go directly for the cap on this point. Like, get the positioning or get the kills. Don't just go. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, we've already got a few players up. We can get out. And now we've got fewer players up. Okay, our demo man got out. That's good. We can set up some sticky traps or whatever. That's important. But they just outpowered us. We didn't have all the lanes covered, as it were. This comes back to having every part of mid looked after by at least someone. So that's not ideal. There's a soldier jumping in, but we deal with him pretty quick. The combo's staying pretty close together, that's good. We're pressuring them into second here, but we take a lot of damage in the process. Should just be getting out. Should be calling to sabotage that we're not in anymore, because he would have avoided dying there. Not sure what happened to everyone else, but just like call when you're out and when you're in. They quick fixed on the right, and there's not much we can do without any form of Uber and player disadvantage. We managed to like keep it for a second, but it doesn't work out too well. Okay, so not sure which way do we decide to go this time. Maybe up crates again. So let's take a look. Okay, demo comes in. Scout puts pressure on as well. Scout should be coming into mid and protecting the demo man. Really on 5 CPs. Soldier comes in here. Thankfully he gets dealt with. Spy comes in, but he's called out as well. And are we out? We've lost our demo man. We just lost our heavy. Get out. Nope. Yeah, we lost quite a lot quite quickly, and we just didn't call fast enough to get out. I think this is the mid where I called to get out, and that's the time when everyone died just after. So it was a sort of told you so for a few. I understand that a lot of people couldn't actually get out, but okay, we can't defend this. We're at player disadvantage, Uber disadvantage. Oh no, I think we got their med at some point, but that's good. We have a very slight Uber advantage at this point to hold last with. That's good, and we should be thankful for that, but we just lost a few players because they decided to not actually hold last, which was the call. So no one noticed that shutter opening because no one's watching the door on the right or the left particularly. So the spy's on a sniper and on a medic. Yeah, and that's why you don't melee spies because it's a very predictable pattern when you try to melee someone. So we try and clean up the demo man. That's good. Managed to take him out, and they're pushing kind of less coordinated than they could, which is good, but we've just lost a couple of players. Is this the one where we somehow managed to hold it for a while? I think it is. Yeah, we just get like lucky respawners, but we're not actually. Okay. Sabotage just got sniped. Need to call this pipe guy, and need to have someone who's going to deal with him. Demo John's point, and we can deal with him pretty quick. This sniper needs to die. Okay, he dies. That's good. That's good. We called that he needed to die, and he died. And are we both on crits? Us and the enemy med? No, they're on quick fix still. But crits is an okay choice. Crits is like a counter to the quick fix, like a really good counter. So that's a good idea. Seem to be putting some pressure on second, but but need to look behind you, I guess. Need better pressure onto that kind of thing. So we're now holding last with an uber disadvantage and without our heavy or a sniper. So if the other team's at all smart, yeah, they're putting a soldier in first. Our soldier's actually a bit premature. So is this engineer. So that's good for us that they just effectively lost 2 players. Now that engineer's at such low health. Lost their demo man as well. That's whoever did that. That's good a job. Good a job. But they still have Uber. Don't know why they didn't push in. Sticking up that door. That's good. We need to call that spy. Good shot by Bombfluff, but we still didn't call it out. One hut's up there. Not sure. That's kind of aggressive, but you fall back. Okay, well they've given us the gift of a crits without pushing into last for some reason, which is amazing. They really should have worked off the advantage there. Oh, he gets shot out the sky, so that's good. And Clive died because I guess there wasn't enough helping him. You have to push out of every exit as well. So when we push out of last, we have to push through the house and through the top. Preferably through house left and right as well. Somehow we managed to hold it for a little while with our 3 players left. We need someone to stay on point, because it's just going to get back-capped otherwise. Okay, here we go. Down behind, kills himself with the help of heavy med demo. Combo's kind of staying together now, but we lose a lot. Their soldiers up on the pipe. We're at a big player disadvantage. We die. We lose as a result of dying, I suppose. I'm gonna get on some actual cameras this time. So what happens to our demo man? So Toggy was on really high ping on this server. It doesn't show it now, I don't think, but it kind of rocketed to 500 at some point, which wasn't great. But okay, we decided to go up crates. We're staying here. We're not going anywhere. Their soldier could easily bomb us. We're not taking the crates. We're playing incredibly passively, but also being in a dangerous position at the same time. Wouldn't be surprised if their spy or their soldier came up and killed our medic. Luckily we have someone watch here. But we've just lost loads of players. Get out. We've just lost like 5 people, and the soldier jumps up and kills Clive. Bonhart dies, Sabotage dies. Yeah, it's not like we didn't have a chance to get out there. There was a point at which we'd lost most of our players, and we had a heavy medic still up here. Who shouldn't have been up here anyway. If we were, it would have been a reasonable excuse if we had gone all the way to here and then couldn't get out. But we didn't. We just stuck around in this little choke point, which is not a good idea. So we've just lost lots of players. We have a big player disadvantage. We've just respawned. We're only 1 player down. Their spy is getting in position. Spy time. The demo man's in. We don't have anyone particularly watching that door. They're going up top. So, okay, we've got someone watching the top. We've got 2 people watching the top, in fact, but we've not really got anyone watching down there. So, oh, good snipe. I was going to say good bomb, but good bomb and good snipe. We lose a fair bit. The heavy med comes up top with a late crits. Without many people left, and their medic gets sniped because they didn't really push optimally. But their heavy's here. There's a mini on the point. We don't really have... Yeah, sniper. Sniper in the top room. This is why you can't really have scrappy last defenses that'll ever work. We managed to solidify apparently, but we didn't really deserve that, honestly. The other team could have played that better. So I guess focusing point at the end. Once they collapse onto the point, then it becomes easier for us, but if we collapse onto the point, it becomes easy for them. Managed to deal with the spy. They're holding kind of far back here. We just lost a soldier. Like, when we're holding last, we don't want to lose anyone, because that potentially means losing the round. So we don't want anyone to do stupid stuff, like try and get a clutch med pick. We just want to play smart. Because Granary last is a difficult point to push if you're not doing it right. But if you give them space and if you give them picks, then they're going to take that. And I get sniped here, and we don't do anything about the sniper. Get sniped. Gets killed. You know, just we crits, but it's like a close range crits with just a demo man, no support, and that's GG. So we need someone to watch every area on every map, and we need to push with multiple areas with the right formation of people, and we need to understand when we have to get out very quickly for mid fights. So next time we play maps like this, we need to keep that in mind. So fall out of mid quick as you can, don't get stuck in choke points, push correctly as the combo and as the flank from another area, and cover every area that you can. Thanks.